Pod leader.
Working models who are working.
Captions crunch.
Pod leader.
Conspiracy theory. Top model math.
Pod leader.
That's not very elder.
Pod leader.
So nice to wear.
I guess.
Hello and welcome to Pod Leadum. That's Top Model Podcast spelled backwards. My name is Hannah Jane Ginsburg, and I found the sun. It's to my right.
I'm JW Crump, and sometimes a personality is a question.
And I'm Alexander Price, and that's your Moroccan dress inspired by Moroccan dress.
Oh, God. We are here today to talk about Cycle 13, Episode 9, Let's Go Surfing.
No.
Or, as I like to call it, because I'm trying to keep it fun, the girl who doesn't know what tangible means.
I'm glad. I was about to say, we're talking about this episode. We're struggling through this episode.
Y'all, Cycle 13 was going so well.
So well.
So much joy.
Yes.
Why did so many soft welcome reboots?
And I'd like to give a soft welcome to our new anchor.fm/podleadum sponsors. One more time, that URL, which is a website you can type in.
Or click.
Is anchor.fm/podleadum. And we have two new sponsors we want to give shout outs to in this episode. Double T Brett. Yes. And Wednesday. Absolutely.
Wednesday, Sunday, happy days.
Also, isn't there like a new reboot of the Addams Family or
Called
something?
Wednesday.
Oh, it's called Wednesday. Great.
It's called Wednesday.
Great time. So thank you so much, Brett and Wednesday. Thank you so much. And like those two, you can go to anchor.fm/podleadum to sponsor us for as little as 99 cents a month or as much as $9.99 a month. Perfect sentence.
Just like JW, Tyra does the most voice work in her Previously On.
She really does.
All over the place.
Maybe because the copy was nothing.
I mean,
I wonder if we're getting to the days where Previously On starts getting weirdly casual. Who do you think's going home tonight? Like, in that kind of thing.
Hey, girls.
this Cowboy Bebop intro music to the episode.
Jennifer, accurately, in the limo, says to Erin, I knew you were going to be in the bottom two, but I knew they weren't going to send you home. And Erin seems to be insulted. Why not? Because if Erin's going to be bad at something, she's going to be the worst.
Yeah. And then Brittany does some of her final math that we'll see in the show.
Her most devastating math.
And subtracts 2 because says that Erin presents like a 16-year-old, not an 18-year-old. And this, by the way, and I know they're setting it up because of the bottom 2 in this episode, but this is Brittany v. Erin the whole episode.
When Brittany says,
Oh no.
I'm now 21 years old. I know myself. Baby, who amongst us did not think that when we were 21 years old?
It is so true. I probably said that exact sentence, but I also, when I heard her say that, was like, oh, Brittany's going home.
Also, did Brittany have a birthday recently? Because it seems like she was like, now, as a 21-year-old, I understand myself.
I also love that after getting unjustly made fun of for calling herself multidimensional, she's like, oh, you want a synonym? I'm well-rounded.
I loved it.
So we arrive back at the house.
And I did some research that I find real fun.
Ooh, yay.
Because when they go into the house, there is red, very clearly red danger tape.
Yeah.
And I was like, what's this now? Is this a thing? Turns out, yes. And I found a chart of the different colors of danger tape and what they represent. And
I'm excited for you.
Yeah.
And I promise this is quick, but this is fun. So,
Top model color math.
So red means danger or stop, and usually is applied to like buttons on machinery and identification of fire equipment. Okay.
Sure.
So what I think they're trying to use here is this fluorescent orange red, which is for biosafety.
Ah.
So
Okay.
it's usually for blood and infectious waste. Yellow's the one we know most, which is caution, and that's tripping, falling, striking hazards.
Yeah.
Orange is warning, which is like Machinery and energized equipment that can like crush and pulleys and gears. Green is for safety, for the location of first aid equipment and stuff.
Okay.
And safety showers, which is a fun term. Blue is for information. So it's just like railroads use this a lot. Then black, white, yellow, or a combination of those colors are for traffic and housekeeping markings, stairways and stuff. And finally, the most fun one, I think, magenta or purple on yellow, which is for radiation, which is for X-ray, alpha, beta, gamma, neutron, and proton radiation. But like purple on yellow, what a look.
Truly the fig splash of caution tape.
I spy with my top model eye some fire hazards, especially that flat iron on the towels.
Also, Laura's screaming at this day player that she doesn't know is there.
They think they are at Not Scary Farm.
Yes.
They think this is a real, but also a maze. Like
someone says, according to captions, something's going to try to eat us.
Jennifer said that.
Also, they are making these extras do so much work.
Can you imagine how long there is so much tape in this house?
Oh my God.
Can you imagine how long it took for some poor assistant PA to unspool this tape and wrap it around everything?
Also, I see another safety hazard, and that's Tyra spray painting inside without enough ventilation.
I'm sorry. Tyra spray painting those two random lines was so perfectly, stupidly Tyra that I can't help but stand.
Tyra 2 lines.
Although I love that this isn't even 100% a bit. Tyra's also like, no, this is disgusting.
But is it the most disgusting house? I would argue the most disgusting part of this house is all the floor candy.
Well, I think it is the most disgusting house, and I think that's why. Also, I'm sorry, Jennifer's face the entire time is telling of like, yeah, we're not great.
Get mad at these girls for ants when floor candy is a feature of the living space.
Exactly. I also see shenanigans of they made it grosser because at one point we see a pile of banana peels on a baking sheet. Who did that? Because I don't think a normal person living in a house does that.
Y'all clearly didn't live in a fraternity house at any point. I once had a toilet and a shower.
Oh,
I know.
I love that Tyra refers to the extras as hazmat men.
Hazmat
I had to call them the hazmat men.
I love that she refers to the ants as wild ants. Not your domesticated ants.
Not your ant farm ants.
She also does Laura's accent to her fucking face.
Captions crunched this and said that Tyra imitates Lauren. And I can't tell if captions didn't know Laura's name
or
if they're shading Tyra's impression.
Also, these cinnamon rolls look good. They didn't look that gross.
Oh, you could still chew on a cinnamon roll here.
Also, Tyra has never washed a fucking pan in her life.
Yeah, you put the water in and then you let it sit there.
What? And then it's clean and then you dry it. Also, the fly buzzing sound effects.
Oh my God. The never ending fly buzz.
Pig pen situation.
And Laura says the show is lying and says, I am constantly cleaning this house.
I wipe them up all the
time.
Also, new storyline. Who this? Laura's sunburn that we get a sneak peek at in her confessional looks.
So I have said that this home is condemned and you cannot live here anymore because you are moving to Hawaii.
This is actually a very triggering event for one person that is shown crying because Sunday has been displaced from a home before, and she seems really upset, understandably so.
I also noticed that they cut away from Sunday a lot during this, and I do wonder if some of this language was just not hitting her correctly.
Also, when she jumps into her suitcase.
I will say that I liked this reveal of, there's just like, I'm not saying all the cultural stuff was appropriate, but I like that instead of it being scary, it was just fun and that there was a buffet.
Sand
that
and
they
fruit.
didn't get to eat.
No. I also was actually For once, a Tyra reveal of an outfit actually was a reveal to me.
Though she did it with that devil slut face that she made before.
But I was like, you can always tell when Tyra's about to do an outfit reveal. But this was like, oh, it's a hazmat suit. Yeah, I assume that's the only thing Tyra's wearing. And I was like, oh, they're actually wearing a bikini.
Here's my thing.
Yep.
Not even once.
Your face, Hannah.
Not even once does she try to justify this as a modeling or fashion decision.
Not once.
This is just a vacation.
This is a budgetary thing.
This is budgetary. Right? Also, Ray is the tiki totem?
No. Ray is the statue of dolphins in their new Hawaii home.
Yeah. Ray got to go overseas.
They let her have her daughter with her.
Okay, good.
Aww.
The food provided is a choice because it's pineapple, coconut shrimp, and regular shrimp. Hey. I guess no one has a shellfish allergy in this house. Which Laura starts like, well, I'm going to eat this. And it's like, well, you have to go. And she's like, fuck.
Oh, I feel like she was about to like pack some in her tote.
Take a shrimp snack for that airplane.
This sand is not going away.
That's why they had to leave.
I did. I'm sorry. I did like the Tyra shade of at the end. Like, I'm going to go pack 2 in my clean house.
Lies again. Tyra's not packing.
I'm sorry. It is
Nor
funny
does
to
she
me because
clean her house.
I do think there's a big part of me that thinks this house was one of the grosser ones, and they came up with this idea of just like, look, they'll all just believe that they're disgusting because they clearly were. There was just a lot of fights.
There was like a fully half-rotten apple.
There was. We get a peek at Laura's boyfriend.
Mm-hmm. The smallest peek.
Very teeny. A petite peek.
Thank you for making Fierce Airlines your airline of choice.
They themed the airplane.
I cannot believe we did not get proper bobbleheads, but we had a voiceover.
Are we ever getting bobbleheads? I know we say this every season. Was that a fever dream that we all had together?
It literally happened one cycle. It literally happened like 1 or 2 cycles, and now we just, we made it better in our heads.
We landed in Maui and immediately cut to
Oh, you knew as soon as they got to Hawaii that they were just going to go in hard with this.
Would you have guessed that Nicole would crave the beach?
Lies. This is a lie that Nicole makes up.
She thinks you love the beach. You're such a damn liar.
Here's the thing. I think Nicole fully... We can't hear you, Alexander. You're laughing too hard.
Oh, Hannah.
It's just my favorite.
I think that Nicole transformed into CoverGirl Nicole for the rest of the cycle. I think she actually was like, okay, I'll just make over my personality.
I'll do, because she is a competitor. She's going to do what it takes to win.
Okay, here's a fun joke that I wrote. You know how last episode, Alexander, you were really proud of your joke with the Lara?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
Here's one I'm really proud of. When Erin comes into their new house and she says, I'm totally floored. And I said, and so is this house. There's so much floor. This might be the biggest secondary house we've ever gotten.
Yeah.
Whoa, it's enormous.
Production staying in this house. Yes?
Seriously. Because like even the top model contestants are like, is this all ours? Like they can't believe it.
You say too much floor. I say too many TVs.
Way too many TVs.
And you know who agrees with you? Jennifer.
Her digital art. You can spy in white written. It says la 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 amazing.
What?
It says la 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 amazing on the screen.
Maybe it said la 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 lamazing. It's an ad specifically for expectant folks. But
Erin turns immediately into a real estate appraiser and says, it's worth millions and millions of dollars, and you can totally tell.
This becomes Erin's whole personality.
Yeah, she really gets into how much things are worth and why.
Also, all of the girls are like, I'm so glad we left stinky California, and we're now in Hawaii. Never again shall we go to California.
That backyard waterfall was pretty outrageous.
Oh my God.
I mean, it was gorgeous. And Jen giving us the tour of Jen, basically. and just doing like her fake running arms in her confessional, like, and then I dash to here.
Jet lag transforms Jennifer.
I just never I never remembered that Jen was such a Looney Tune.
I don't remember that either. The theme of this house is Tiana, including all the bad pictures she took.
Yeah, they've decided they're all in on Tiana again now.
Yeah. I do like this. I do like this full bikini shot that also seems appropriate for the houses.
Sure. Let me tell you some of the articles on that bikini shot. 50 flirting tips you have to try now.
Before you die.
Summer bummer makeover issue. 698 pretty new ideas. And finally, free flip-flops.
That was her 17 shoot, though, right?
Yeah.
That was the cover. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, that full bikini shot had articles? Why?
So the bankable vault door
It's petite.
came to Hawaii.
I
They
love
shrunk
this.
it down.
I love that they gave us a portable bankable vault.
In the middle of some bamboo shelving.
Less about that, but I love the timing. Y'all, this is fun because usually by the time that we get to the overseas, it's just like, I don't know, a box.
I also love the bankable vault door made it over, but the skull box did not.
No.
You couldn't have just thrown that in a tote.
Couldn't get through customs.
All right. Disperse.
I love Nicole. All right, disperse.
I like Nicole. I hate Erin's name song.
Sunday is so relieved that her descriptor is loves noodles. I've never seen anyone more pumped.
Yeah.
Also, factual.
Yeah.
Factual.
Mhm.
That is canon.
My name's Nicole and I like art. My
True.
name's Jen and I like to fart.
Maybe.
My name's Laura and I got hair like a poodle.
No.
My name's Sunday and I love noodles.
True.
My name's Brittany and I love math.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My name's Erin and I kick ass. No.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sunday's arm says yes.
My name's Erin and I hurt friends.
Well, her second one is my name's Erin beep a deep a deep a deep. So
All the while, Brittany's face.
So good. Brittany is me right now, and she was just like,
just trying to get ready for bed.
could you imagine? This is probably an occurrence.
Oh, no, this is the 40th time she's heard an Erin song right before bed while she is trying to do the math of how many hours she gets to sleep.
How many times did Erin sing it on the plane?
Oh
Just
my
to annoy
God.
Brittany.
That's what we should have heard. Hold up. We should have heard as the bobbleheads go over, just like, I am Erin. I kick her.
Beepity boop, bop, 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 bop. Erin sounds like how I sound scatting, which is not good. Fun fact about Alexander, my scats always end da-da-da poop. Skiddy-da-bop-ba-ba-da-ba-da-poop. Every time. Okay, also fun fact. I don't know if JW knows this. I know Hannah knows this. And the listeners, you get to learn this right along with him. I was once at an audition where they gave me sheet music that had scatting, but no words. So in the audition,
Wait, what did that look like?
I'm going to tell you. In the audition, it was like, here's a lyric, and then the piano went bump, and then I was just supposed to scat. And then it went bump, and I was supposed to scat more. And I'm going to tell you, that was the worst audition I've ever been in my life.
That sounds
The things
maniacal.
we do to try to get employed.
To get $100.
Oh, and that's like a very specific
Skill?
Uh-huh.
That's
Exactly.
like asking someone to just, I mean, it's not the exact same, but you can't just be like, and now you rap. You freestyle now. You dance. Oh,
Anyway,
Surfboards.
okay, I will say with this episode, the people that we meet, thankfully, all live in Hawaii and have lived in Hawaii for a very long time. I appreciate that we meet people that seem to know what they're doing.
these two folks seem pretty cool too. And Jennifer loves them.
I'm sorry. I laughed aloud when Sophia Beshan's main credit is the cover of Surfing Magazine's swimsuit edition. Like there's one cover of Surfing Magazine where someone wears a swimsuit.
Full suits otherwise. Full suits otherwise. And I mean like business suits.
It's actually the only issue that has a person. The rest of it is just boards.
Boards with googly eyes on them. Just-
She's now a real estate agent all over Hawaii.
Oh, cool.
And Buzzy Kerbox.
Great name.
Amazing name.
Not the person you picture when you hear the name Buzzy Kerbox, but a great
His
name.
birth name is Burton Kerbox, which I don't know, which is more crazy. He has been in Oahu since 65. He is a big deal in the surfing world.
Cool.
He basically was part of the whole towing in surfing movement where you would pull into waves and drop into them.
And they mentioned that real quick, didn't they?
Yes.
They gave a shout out to towing for sure.
These two people are actual good surf instructors
And
because
thank God.
all of them get up.
Yeah.
I was impressed. I would not be able to do that.
Oh, I can, but that's just me.
I'm the exact opposite of since I can't swim.
Sure.
This would, if I needed to stand up, or that'd be the last of JW.
JW, you would be Laura because it seems like she says, holy shit, because there is a sign that says, warning, dangerous shore break.
Yep.
Waves break in shallow water. Serious injuries could occur, even in small surf, petite surf. If in doubt, don't go out.
Aw, that's a good way to remember. Can I say that I love the way that Sophia and Buzzy had to introduce each other's complete credits to each other? And I kind of want to do that the next time, like a duo of us is somewhere, like if me and Hannah are introducing, like meeting people. I'm like, hi, this is Hannah Jane Gitzberg, co-host of Pod Lead'em, as well as The Bitches.
And this is JW Crump, co-host of Pod Lead'em, as well as many other successful projects.
like we don't introduce ourselves at all.
Did Sophia Brescian say Tara and not Tyra? Because I'm pretty sure I heard Tara.
Tyra wants you girls to learn how to surf.
Yep.
Okay, I know Jennifer has been our narration queen. How long has she been awake? Because
27 hours.
Buzzy and Sophia are the best instructors I could have ever dreamed for because they're totally cool. They're not like all up on you.
Also, what instructors has she had before?
Well, I think Jennifer might have packed too much of the remaining hard candies and on that plane just be mainlining them, like ready for sugar highs.
Gotta stay awake.
Then, after their lesson where everyone gets up.
But Aaron hates everything.
Aaron hates everything, of course.
Of course.
Jay is a cock blocker of bits.
Hey, how are you? Would you like to go surfing?
Excuse me? You're here to model, remember?
It's not a vacation, everyone. We all know that this is definitely not a vacation for anyone involved.
There'll be no fashion.
Anyway, these two men are going to be surfing with you, though, to be clear.
It's time for a tandem surfing photo shoot challenge. Except,
finally,
I would say that the tandem part of the surfing was not so much a part of this challenge.
No.
Because they're expected to pose on the board like they're by themselves.
In fact, only one person, I think Aaron's the only one who uses the male model at all, because I don't think they're models. I think they're surfers.
They
are trying to make sure these women survive.
Eric Ader is introduced, and Jay says he's a water sports photographer, which I argue is not what he is. He is, quote, an ocean sports photographer and not someone that I would refer to as you're in good hands. He seems fine, but he's not a piss photographer.
Man, you took the longest route to get to
what
that.
A setup.
And it was worth every moment of it. I love that Sunday at some point just screams, I don't want to get my hair wet. They're like, yeah, Sunday.
And immediately gets up on that board.
She does.
She was the first
really
one,
good
I
at this.
think.
Yes, she was.
Really good at this.
Brittany said, oh, he'll handle paddling for both of us, though. When she goes out there, she stops paddling.
Oh, yeah. Done.
Save your energy.
There's a lot of Brittany talking head this episode.
Yeah, it's
Laura
worrisome.
says they get one chance at one wave.
I think that's true.
Yeah.
That
But
just seems
the
like
wave
so
isn't
little.
really the point.
No.
But this drove me crazy. Mr. J calls out her extremely already painful looking sunburn.
Yes.
And then does nothing about it.
Why are we not reapplying sunscreen on Laura?
I don't understand. This is like basic health and safety. Sunburns can really make you sick.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, beyond skin cancer, potential, just also making you feel feverish and not be able to do stuff.
Also, she says it later, but Laura, I think there was some confusion about this waterproof sunscreen or they put it on her too close to going in the water. Something happened.
Something happened.
This is,
Yeah,
I don't
she
think,
claims she put on SPF 80.
I don't think this is a Laura problem. I think someone on set had a problem with this.
Well, the weirdest part of this, right, is that Laura seems sunburned before they even get there.
Yes.
Like, I feel like they went to something else before this,
Maybe.
and that's when she got sunburned.
It's bad. Anyways, Aaron wins.
I hate that Jay pretends some of them did badly at this. The fact that every single person stood up on the board for long enough to get a photograph. Like, gone are the days of you have to hit tennis balls
Right.
and do a photo shoot challenge. Like, they stood up on surfboards. All of them.
Yeah, compliment, like, at least acknowledge it. He also lies and says that Tyra always says, you modeled all the way through your film. She's never said that. She's never said that. We've never heard her say that.
In the season of branding.
Right?
Now, if there was a worst photo, acknowledging that I couldn't get up on the surfboard at all. So all of them are better than my best attempt in the world would have been. Jennifer's forward lean, mouth screaming is so funny to me. It is just Jennifer's only goal was to stay on the surfboard, and she could have cared less about a picture.
JW, can you snowboard?
I'm decent at snowboarding and skiing.
Then you could probably
I just can't
surf.
swim. I can't
I know.
swim. So the
Yeah.
problem is that if I do anything that's an ocean sport, my first failure is my final failure.
That was like a gorgeous sentence,
It
JW.
was.
Thank you.
But if you can snowboard, you could do the action of surfing.
Thank you. I
Yeah.
believe. I know one's kind of on the front and one's kind of on the back. Can I make a PSA about swimming just to everyone? Because this happens to me all the time, and I do not know why. When a grown-ass adult, like yours truly, tells you that they cannot swim, there is a reason. And if your response is, oh, I could teach you how to swim, no.
No, you can't.
Long
No.
walk off a short pier for you. Absolutely not. Don't do that, because no grown adult who cannot swim has ever not been given an opportunity to learn.
Yeah, if they want to learn,
How?
they'll go get lessons.
Yeah, I'm just like, I one day someone's going to do that to me that I do not care about ever seeing in my life again. And I'm going to scream, oh my God, you can give me lessons? I've never thought about that because I'm 36 and stupid.
I hope I'm with you, so I
It's
can
at
be
Fire
like,
Island.
so I can be like, no, I'm pretty sure you're either born knowing how to swim or you're not. That's not something you.
Oh no,
teach.
JW had a C-section. He was a C-section baby, so he didn't
He
learn
can't
how to swim.
No, I was taken out of the sea.
I did think Aaron probably had the best photo.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
she
I think it was
interacted
an
with the
Aaron
model.
Brittany. I think it was a top two.
She wins a prize that she hates. So she wins a helicopter ride, which is a good prize.
Yeah.
She picks Brittany and Nicole. Weird.
Well, they were
Well-
the runners up.
They are, and I feel like she almost did that last time too, because she picked very different friends. Because she picked Ray and
Jen.
yeah,
Or does she want to push them out of the helicopter?
That's just a side bonus.
I just think it's funny because Erin clearly doesn't consider anyone her friend here, so she's just like, "Man, I can pick the runners up. Who cares?"
This is the most animated Nicole has ever been in her entire life.
Her
She
bug
was-
eyes.
So activated and excited about this helicopter tour. It was
This is why
charming.
this is good. This is something that is expensive that
Mhm.
you wouldn't necessarily do on your own. And you get to do an experience that you probably won't do.
I think it's hilarious how unimpressed by mountains Aaron is.
Could you imagine being in this helicopter with Aaron in your ear screaming about how
Brittany
shitty
can,
this is?
and she hates this so much. But I do like that Brittany says, "But I was once a whiny 18-year-old, so I just let it slide." 3 years ago, I was once a whiner.
Erin says she's disappointed because she hasn't won anything tangible. Technically, this is true at a technical level.
The most technical.
Although she did win a beauty shoot in 17 magazine last week.
I'm going to argue you could buy that magazine.
I would argue that kind of all your prizes to win this competition are intangible, according to Aaron.
And to act like when she's listing tangible prizes, her first is a dinner. And to act like a dinner is a better prize
than a helicopter ride.
I'm also going to say that, like, a dinner's actually kind of close in some ways. Bear with me. I know y'all hate dinners to a helicopter ride just because both are
It's an
experiences.
Yes.
Like, it's
Sure.
not like you're going to keep the steak. So it's not tangible in that regard.
What she actually wants, it turns out, is jewelry.
Jewelry.
It's literally just jewelry.
Yeah.
Jewelry
She's
and
just so
clothes.
mad she lost that dance challenge.
Just take the dang prize.
I like that Jennifer describes Aaron as having, quote, spoiled brat syndrome.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Not that she's a spoiled brat.
SBS.
SBS.
No.
This is why Sunday didn't want to get her hair wet, because her hair gets angry. The salt water was not Sunday's friend.
No.
And I just don't know why, for all of the women, they never like let them protect their hair. They're a model. They would protect their hair. And I know that, like, sometimes, like, certain hair textures very specifically need to be protected from the water, chlorine, salt water, etc. But that should just be provided to everybody.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then the Tyra mail happens. Sometimes being all mixed up is a beautiful thing. And I wrote, oh no.
Yep.
Ooh, boy. And I forgot that we used to really use the language mixed to describe.
For some reason, Brittany
Yes.
thinks it means they're going to get wrapped up in algae seaweed.
Would have been better.
Sure.
Give
Would've
me
loved.
that
Would've loved.
algae photo shoot.
So we arrive at a sugarcane field.
After looking at poor Laura's,
Sunburn.
Ugh,
as Jen refers to them, her poor ass cheeks.
forest.
They're like putting I feel like they needed to be putting aloe vera on Laura
Yes.
and not more sunscreen
Correct.
or lotion that's keeping that burn and heat in.
Mhm.
I will say that someone somewhere, whether it's a crew member or Laura herself, is confused about when and why to apply sunscreen.
When, why, what?
Yeah.
Then we get another recap of Sunday's dream. We arrived at the sugarcane building. It's really nuts. Like, first it's tall and it's everywhere. And then in the back, some of it's on fire. And I'm just like, dang, I wonder what we're going to have to do now. And it had to be something crazy because we're in Hawaii.
I fully
Yowza.
own the shirt that Jay's wearing. Fully owned it. Remember it.
So, before we get to what this photo shoot is, let me give a little bit of a history lesson.
Yeah, because I'm going to interject because I think you and I are about to make the same point about how this photo shoot is introduced.
Yeah, from go, the fact that we're at a sugarcane factory is a little bit problematic because sugarcane was introduced in Hawaii in 680. Fine. However, it was immediately used to unempower the native Hawaiians.
Yeah.
And it was basically like, this is how we're going to depose your queen. This is how we're going to take control. You're going to kind of almost be slave labor. They even imported Puerto Ricans after a hurricane to be laborers in the sugarcane fields.
Jay introduces the location by saying that the Hawaiians grew sugarcane commercially, which is not what happened.
No.
And this is just from, I'm not trying to pass myself off as a scholar of Hawaii. This is from
No.
a quick Wikipedia
So
search
quick.
that you find out that this land was taken from the native Hawaiians, first by their government and then by Europeans and Americans.
Yep.
It was owned by 5 large corporations, and then native Hawaiians were totally screwed, unsurprisingly, if you know the history of the world anyway.
Yeah.
But the fact that they try to make the sugarcane, as they were also known at the time, plantations, a feel-good story, is just the tip of our problematic iceberg.
By the way, also, this is going to lead into what we're going to talk about. Did you know it wasn't until 2000 that the census differentiated between Asian and Native Hawaiian Pacific Islanders?
Wow, 2000?
Wow.
That seems so recent.
Nor was it until 2000 that the census gave the option of stating 2 or more races.
That actually, the timeline of that kind of makes sense to me because I never remember that being on stuff until around that time. Because I remember, like, there was always that conversation for folks, you know, who had multiple backgrounds being like, well, what do I put? And then it was like, you decide. And I was like, but this is a census and that could
Really
like-
affect things?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've,
Mm.
in a petite way, I've had that conversation with myself about identifying.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
absolutely.
And there wasn't really a great option for that.
Yeah.
So what
You just
happens-
wrote in like Sarah from Cycle 2 of
Yes.
America's Next Top Model.
So what happens when men and women from different places come together? And I wrote, oh God, no.
So the term hapa, they are both wrong, very wrong, and kind of right about what it means. It was a Hawaiian word that the Hawaiians used as identification. But the implication was they were half Hawaiian.
Mm.
It was half Hawaiian and half, whether it was hapa, haole, half foreigner.
Mm-hmm.
And Puerto Ricans were usually included in the Hawaiian part. But now it's kind of just used slangily, but that's a little derogatory. Like, it's not great. We really
I
shouldn't
looked
be
up a little
using...
bit, and it's like there's controversy around it because some folks think it's the only word that they can use that doesn't necessarily have a negative connotation. But some folks say that, or take a stronger stand, like it's, and really discourage the use of it because people tend to use it to be vulgar and racist.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, honestly, listeners, there's an interesting history of the word in this entire, thing that Hannah and Alexander presented so lovely. Like, it's worth reading up on because a lot of this was very new to me.
Yeah, this really made me realize how little I knew about Hawaii and how fascinating the history is. But Jay finally gets to it. You girls are gonna undergo a transformation and actually have to, my emphasis, portray two very different, distinct races.
Before we get into this, well, I'll take a breath.
Yep.
I have a general question.
Yeah.
They also mentioned that this is the first time that Tyra's taken photos of the girls twice. Is that
That's
true?
No.
That doesn't feel true.
She took photos, I'm going to argue, when she took those, like the two separate photos.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
Within the shoot.
Within the shoot.
Anyway, that was a weird thing to emphasize that, again, just even if it's true, speaks to a lower budget for the cycle. And also, I feel like every photographer that they approached with this was like, no thanks.
I can't. Well, also, I can't get to Hawaii. B, you want me to do what?
Also, I know it's so minimal, but the fact that Tyra comes out noshing on just a piece of sugarcane was the weirdest choice. And you're like, this is work.
Yeah. It also felt just a tiny bit disrespectful, right?
A little bit.
Here's the thing. Similar to the Got Milk ad of yore.
Guys, we're here again. Listeners,
Everybody-
we're here again.
We have been dreading this episode for a while, specifically, obviously, this part. And look, it's that annual cycle reminder that the three of us, your host, who we hope you're on our side here, are white presenting.
Yeah.
As all get out. Again, Alexander's Sarah Cycle 2 style.
Sure.
But otherwise, like, we're going to, I'll say to myself, I won't speak for the two of you, I'm going to do my ding dong best because we also still want to eventually judge their performance and photo.
Yeah.
So just know, we all know.
We know.
This is bad.
This is what makes, I think, this photo shoot.
I'm going to argue a little bit, almost worse.
Well,
Now,
it is worse. I agree that it's worse.
It is worse. This is why I think it's worse. We can all go around and talk about why we think it's worse because we might have different reasons. I think it is worse because they think it's better.
Mm-hmm.
They did zero research into...
Like they started the conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're like, what? No, we would never do blackface. We're going to do mixed face. And then they also, because they've decided to do biracial, they've increased their load for research that they didn't do. Yes.
I think it's worse because at least before, the construct of the photo was artificial. It was in a studio. It was a Got Milk ad. It wasn't trying to present itself, as we hear later, as some sort of National Geographic, holding back puke, realism, but fashion.
I would also argue, not only did they not do research into the dress and cultures, they did no research on what color they were going to make people.
And
because
to excuse their own lack of research and accuracy by saying, but it's fashion.
yeah,
That was the thing that got me. Here's why JW thinks it's worse is that on top of all this, they knew that this was worse because there were so many talking heads of Tyra specifically trying to excuse this away. Well, it's the fashion interpretation. It's not, we know it's not.
It might not even be a
current.
necessary exact of what they've worn in the past.
It's just, it's weirdly so specific, yet also so vague and
well,
poorly researched.
that's the other thing. So let's get into what they are given, because also not created equal.
It's also not. Race is a construct.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's one that Top Model doesn't understand.
At all.
Oh, we get immediately back to essence of race.
Uh-huh.
So Laura is assigned Mexican and Greek. Mexican is just general Mexican, because that's the shades of that are gone.
Yeah.
Aaron is Tibetan and Egyptian.
And the fact, y'all know, I'm not an Erin cheerleader. I was waiting to find out why I hated her. But the fact that Erin is taken to task for not knowing anything about the cultures she's representing, no one else is. When frankly, I know that people want to free Tibet. There are worse things that she could have said.
Here's the thing. Actually, as a small palate cleanser, before we have to dive deeper into this, I actually found the construction of her line, I have very vague knowledge of Tibet, except that it needs to be freed. God, adorably funny to me.
Yes.
She's a young girl, an 18-year-old from the middle of America with, we get zero geography or any kind of...
And free Tibet was a thing you heard all the time.
And she says that she has no idea.
Let's talk about Egyptian for a sec. Because for some reason, and y'all tell me if this is just, I made this up. It feels like Top Model as a show is more comfortable making jokes about Egypt and Egyptian than any of the rest of them.
Uh-huh.
And like, why?
Like the arms, guys. Everyone, the arms.
Arms.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep.
And that noise. Like when Clone High does Egyptian better.
I cannot wait for that reboot. Let me tell you.
I hope Krista Miller's back.
Me too. Sunday gets Moroccan and Russian. Okay.
And ultimately probably got the safest of everything.
Sure.
She got out of this.
She got the milkmaid of a thing.
Yes.
Brittany gets, which I think is the whole point of this photo shoot. She gets Native American and East Indian. Get it? Indians is what Brittany gets, is what the show feels
so
like.
Close to saying it out loud.
But that's what it almost feels like they're like poking each other in the ribs while they do it. Jennifer gets, and this is wild.
Yes, it is.
Botswanan and Polynesian.
And then, sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself, but for everyone in a judging capacity on the show to pretend like they have a reference for Botswanan makes me want to murder.
It only is topped by the next thing of Nicole getting Malagasy and Japanese. And then Tyra's like, hey, Nicole, do you know what Malagasy is? Because I definitely do. And I know so much about it.
I read that differently. I think Nicole stood up and was like, I don't know what Malagasy means. And then I watched Tyra desperately look at Jay and then shoot a shot by going, Malagasy people are from, looks at Jay. He is not making eye contact. Madagascar. Like so desperate because I'm like, I don't think she knew. I don't think she really knew.
Maybe
I think
not.
there's a producer screaming in her ear.
Maybe. It just
stretch.
As we all know, Malagasy people, a thing that we all Madagascar. As soon as she hears it. Woo!
Tyra, when they're talking about the clothes and the styling, is equivocating, as Hannah brought up, so much. Because we are going to do the most basic, costumey things, and then try to say it's fashion, when some of these things look like props.
Oh my, this
is like Spirit Halloween level of costuming.
The headdress in the language of the show, that they put on Brittany. Not helped by the fact that for some reason, everything is at least 2 sizes too large on all of these petite women.
I also noticed that. I thought that was so weird.
We at least get a shirtless hair guy, Michael Canyon, who's fun.
It's just, it's so sad in this episode that I can't even focus on him getting at Alexander.
I know.
Erin says, all of us girls have to be painted and plastered with different colors, and that is exactly what happens.
Yeah, you know who I bet really regrets being on this episode? Vincent Okendo.
Yeah.
Because it's not good look for him either, because everyone is painted in one color. There is no blush, no definition.
Nope.
Their lips are literally the same color as their skin.
Uh-huh.
It makes everyone look like, remember Xiomara when they painted Xiomara?
Oh, for Grace Jones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's the same where it's just like, oh, we're just going to make you a color.
And all of this is bad, but the moment when it is revealed Jennifer's final look, I gasped.
It really is summed up when we see a shot of someone mixing color in a Solo cup. That really got this episode down in a single image.
I also hate that Erin is gaslit to thinking that she needed to know more about people from Tibet. I'm like, that was not a thing, Erin.
Would not have helped you.
Do not beat yourself up over that.
But when Tyra says to her, this is just so many Tyras at her worst. Think about Egypt, the people, what they've been through.
What they've been through.
What have they been through, Tyra?
I wish that contestant had just been like, oh, I actually don't know, Tyra. What have the people of Egypt been through?
Yeah. Well, when she says, like, tell about the Tibetans, and I want to be like, what do you know about Tibet? Because you say Dalai Lama and this.
Yeah. The Tyra's ultimate 2 list. Tyra, what do you know about Tibet? The Dalai Lama, this.
Snap that photo. snap.
And then Jay says, Erin, feel that spirituality. Excuse me?
Also, Tyra gets too much credit for quote unquote fixing the wardrobe on Laura and making a strong choice when all she did was actually make that
correct, like
turn it around the correct way. Yeah. They didn't learn that from last cycle
also,
when they had all these stupid goddesses.
Oh my god, that is their reference for Greek.
It is just left over from cycle 12.
The fact that they say Laura's styling is too on the nose.
Oh my god.
Excuse you?
I just realized, y'all, and this is a spoiler for All Stars. So skip ahead 2 minutes.
Oh my god.
That means that Laura had to both portray a Greek person here and also later takes a picture in a Greek salad.
Oh
2 of Laura's photos in her portfolio. People are going to be like, are you Greek? Like, why is this a thing you keep doing?
It seemed like Laura taught Tyra a lesson.
Ooh.
Because she said, don't bullshit me. Tell me what to fix.
I want you to be brutally honest with me. Not like that shit you pulled with Ashley.
Nicole gets away with saying her transformation is frightening. Can't believe they left it in.
Well, they also left in, she called it exotic.
Yep.
Well, Nicole has a whole paragraph that I'm sure she regrets to this day where she's like, I've always wondered what I'd look like as a different race. They put it on and now I look so exotic. And I'm like, oh, baby.
Yeah, she wants to win the show.
Yeah.
Yep. I loved Laura when Tyra said, the sun is on your side. And she goes, it wasn't yesterday.
Jennifer comes out, and I know we've referenced it, but they don't even put the makeup around her eyes. And I don't know what's going on with the makeup in Jennifer. And I'm not saying Jennifer is the problem.
No.
I'm saying, that, what are they doing?
Jennifer's a victim.
Yes, but why is she continually a victim of the makeup?
And Tyra doesn't understand why Jennifer had such a hard time modeling today. She was such a mess. I don't understand.
I love that Tyra calls her, this is not the girl who was lying on the floor and breathing. The standards Jennifer's held to of has to lie down and breathe.
I'm going to say to Jay, what music is heard in Botswana? You know how they just love music in Botswana.
So important to the people.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I just, okay. And that through all of this, my mathematician tries to have a reference point.
Mm-hmm.
She tries to make this as respectful as it feels like she could. Because she's like, I've seen photos before. She's most
history class.
Exactly.
She's trying.
I know that those photos, they look stoic, regal. So I have a very specific idea of what I want to do.
The fact that I didn't black out of my memory the combination of headdress and bindi. I don't know how I managed to keep that because I immediately was like, oh, yes.
When Tyra yells, chin up, look at the eagle.
And then the worst part somehow is that then Brittany doesn't look at the correct imaginary eagles. And Tyra's like, higher.
Eagle soar.
Eagle soar. And I'm like, it's not real.
Here.
Where the sound effect is coming from, Hannah. That's where she's supposed to look. Where the ADR eagle noise in Hawaii is coming from.
And somehow it's not the worst ADR of Brittany's shoot.
No.
Because we see Tyra tell her, you embody it perfectly. And then we hear an ADR, now pick it up, make it really high fashion.
Didn't say it.
Nope. Although captions did give me a little crunch just to get me through this, where Tyra says, part your lips, but caption said, part your lids.
Open those eyes.
Sunday comes out as the only person that got blush, and she got that blush.
Uh-huh.
She got all the blush that the other women did not.
And then Tyra implies something that makes this shoot even worse, because she says, you know that we gave you Russian because of your strong bones. So everyone apparently had a reason for getting one of these races of people, one of the nationalities, ethnicities of people. That's why you gave, there's a reasoning behind this and not just a random scatter shot of a thing.
Sunday, luckily. Exactly. She gets out of having a full race switch on her face, but she also gets somehow the most basic of Russian hat, quote unquote, and Moroccan dress, quote unquote, and then stick.
I don't know why Stick became a third character in these photo shoots,
but I was just like, oh, so literally for Russian hat.
Well, that was everyone. When you look
I
at
know, but for some reason it stuck out more to me here. Because I think my brain could like process looking at Sunday for a little while.
Because it just looked like Sunday and they didn't.
Because most of the time it was a close up, so it just looked like Sunday in a hat.
Sure.
I wish Sunday had been like, do Russians or Moroccans ever wear scarves? Could I? It's cold, right? In Russia?
Welcome to our ugly home.
Reddit is back for a historically hideous season.
It's our 100th ugly house. This place is mayhem. That is impressive.
And if these walls could talk,
Do you cry a lot?
I do.
they'd have a lot to say.
What in God's name is this pit?
Don't get too close.
You know, if you see the show, I'm scared of cat.
Ugliest House in America season premiere Wednesday at 8 on HGTV.
I had that dream again. My small business needs to hire, but I don't use LinkedIn, and I hire wrong. So then I'm doing IT, and when I go to plug the servers in, they become sentient, and they won't let us access our network unless we forward their chain emails and memes to more and more and more people, and then I wake up.
Don't let hiring nightmares ruin your dreams. LinkedIn Jobs' new AI assistant finds and invites best fit candidates to apply, so you can discover talent you may have missed. Post your job for free at linkedin.com/quality. Start hiring today with LinkedIn.
It's football season, and you can now get almost anything you need for game day delivered with Uber Eats. What do we mean by almost? Well, you can't get a running back delivered, but you can get baby back ribs delivered. A strong defense? No. A strong deodorant? Yes. A six-pack of abs? Nope. Six-pack of beer? Yes. Get almost anything for game day delivered with Uber Eats, official on-demand food delivery partner of the NFL. Order now. Alcohol 21 plus and in select cities. Product availability varies by region. See app for details.
We head back to the house where we are met with the Tyreezel. And Aaron says, it's a dog-eat-dog world, and I'm so hoping they did crappy and that I did really well and that I'll be great.
Aaron.
I wish these linens were softer.
I wish these linens were softer. Because in an episode where the point is that she's a whiny 18-year-old, that is the, most old lady complaint.
Well, she's materialistic, Hannah. She wants a higher thread count. She wants to be able to touch only good things.
I wish I could have won better linens.
Something tangible.
Who says I'm pretty scared, guys?
Laura.
Yeah.
She is correct.
I think Laura's also, and I'm completely inferring, I think she thinks that getting this sunburn and presenting like all like pink and red in the face is going to be
sent her
like,
home.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah.
People have been sent home for less. We head to panel, new room. These giant yellow flowers.
The bat.
And that odd circular curtain?
Okay, so remember old school Family Feud?
Yeah.
Where they would be the family would be in a vignette when they were revealed.
Ooh, yes.
That's what that looked like to me, because it was like they had set dressed something inside the circle.
Well, maybe it's what gets cut out of this panel, because there's a moment later where a phrase is on that note, but there was no note.
Yes. What note was it? What note?
Was that a D flat? We'll never know. Tyra's done with black. Tyra's done with black.
Now it's white.
My.
Khaki.
What a quick Hawaiian tan Nigel got.
Yeah. Yeah.
That being said, I like the tan suit on Nigel.
He looks good.
He's, we criticize the fit and the styling of his suits a lot, but I was like, the tan suit is kind of nice. I kind of wish that was his look. Yeah.
Our guest is Kirsty Hume, a supermodel who does not live in Hawaii. Why is Kirsty Hume here?
And Alexander, I know that you did more research than I did, but I did do a little. And I just wanted to read this anecdote because her Wikipedia page is like low-key wild. Like she wrote part of it.
But she did.
And this is my favorite anecdote from Wikipedia.
Please.
Following a 1997 Paris, France showing of Karl Lagerfeld designs for Chanel, Hume was queried by a Russian TV reporter. He asked her what was the most exciting part of her job. She answered, the money.
Yeah, that was what I pulled too. It was so good.
Good for Kirsty, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
She's also 5'11", so she's not even a petite model. Because I was like, if she was a petite model, I would have justified the fact that she's not, Hawaiian-centric.
On that note, Jennifer, step forward. Okay, these pictures.
Oh boy. None of these are good. None of these are good things.
No. The light is nice.
The light is nice.
The light is nice. It does sell a necklace that isn't being sold.
When the photo comes up, Nigel says, the first thing I see is Botswana.
As we're all pretending that everyone on this panel has been to Botswana and has a deep resonance with Botswana.
Can you imagine if you're Kirsty Hume, a last name I love to say?
Hume.
And she didn't know what this was. And then her brain starts working as Tyra describes it. She's like, wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, what? And that photo comes up and she's like, wait, what?
And then she's just very sweet to all of the girls.
Wow.
And keeps it about the modeling.
Yep.
Thank goodness. She never does I can feel the energy and the flavor of a traditional Botswana. And she's like,
there was no way Jennifer was going to make this good.
No.
She does look like she has an emotion in her face.
I actually agree with Kirsty Hume's thing that she's a little close to camera and the angle's kind of odd for her body.
I think that's a problem with Tyra's photography.
Sure.
Also, we need it to be said, they refer to this as National Geographic. And so many ellipses were put after that note. I don't know why they thought that was the thing to say.
And over and over from multiple ones of them.
Yep.
Over and over. Ugh. Laura is next. It's a funky pose.
This photo is crazy to me. And you know I love Laura.
This is beyond what the photo is, which I'm always going to preface it with it. I think this is kind of Laura's worst photo.
It is. She looks like she fell into a split and went who pushed me?
Kind of, right?
Her neck looks long, and I'm always surprised at how beautiful her jawline is. I don't know why. It's just not something that comes across on the motion camera.
I'm going to make an argument, y'all. That's good.
Yeah.
I'm going to make an argument. And I say this knowing how stupid this photo shoot is.
Sure.
Where is the Mexican in this photo? And I say that because in every other one, it's been half the styling is one thing.
This piece of clothing and this piece of clothing.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. For me, this says Greek and Greek. because of the colors and style of the outfit that they put her in. I'm not saying that it is a good thing that we put them in cultural costumes, but I'm saying I don't understand why Laura is so different in that way.
Sure, absolutely.
But
Tyra
I don't like
says
this photo.
to Laura, for you to ask me to be brutally honest, you knew I wasn't happy. And it's almost like she's trying to compliment Laura for communicating with her on set, except then she leaves out the compliment part.
Erin walks up. At least they gave her a refresh of
Yeah,
her
but
makeover.
this hair...
I know. But at least they fixed the roots and the regrowth. What were you thinking at that time? Is said to her. And Erin, weirdly, speaks truth to power.
Erin speaks truth to power this whole panel.
She really does. And I'm going to say it. I like Erin's hair like this. What? Did I say something bad?
Oh,
no, I'm just looking at the photo.
Oh, sorry.
This is just my feelings looking at the photo.
I was like, okay, I'm sorry. It was offensively Erin's hair.
I think it's the best her hair has looked at panel.
Yeah.
I still think it's crazy.
It is.
To say that somebody else has hair like a poodle, Erin.
Well, it's not that bump it braid, so.
Yeah, way better than bouffant, as my mom would say.
It's the same Erin photo, y'all. She takes this same face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She just looks pissy.
Yeah.
But when Tyra starts to interrogate her about how she was on set, and Erin brings up that Tyra said last time you were forgettable on set, which is exactly what happened.
Yep.
So she got nervous because she says to Tyra, you're a judge. And then Nigel, as Captions Crunch told us, scoffs and says, every single client and photographer you're ever going to meet are actually judging you.
Boo.
How dare you acknowledge the competition aspect of this competition, Erin?
I just love that Erin has the receipt.
Mm-hmm.
Erin is like, yeah, I got intimidated.
The sepia is on her side.
Yeah, I love that. And she is just like, yeah, sorry, you told me I didn't have a personality and I wasn't, I'm paraphrasing, but I didn't know how to do that. You came back, wasn't sure that was going to happen. And then I was intimidated by the fact that you were the one who said that. And how do I show you my personality when it seems like I do?
Tyra says, ask me questions so I could tell you that Tibet has the Dalai Lama and this.
What if you never know that Tibet has this? Will you ever be able to take a picture? Also, during this whole thing, there's a weird cut to Brittany rubbing Sunday's back. And that happened. And the editors get a little funky when they need to cut away, because remember that time they cut to Jennifer just like considering?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
It's odd.
It's because they're cutting things out.
Yeah, I get that. But like, why not a generic listening face?
Yeah.
Why
or
the
just
specific?
or even just a couple members of the panel so you're not as focused on a specific strange thing.
Like, why not cut to Christy Hume trying to get out of her contract for this episode once she realized what the photo shoot was?
Brittany comes up, and for some reason, her photo is in black and white. Why?
Though it does speak to an old-time portrait, which was the exact reference she was trying to bring.
Also, she said she had to be poised, which was what Jay said they needed to be as models in this episode.
Christy says she's being overpowered by the sari and the headdress. The sari is legitimately a tablecloth.
It's not wrapped correctly either.
Nope.
It's not so much a sari as a one-armed dress.
And I'm going to say it. I did a very quick Google search since Brittany has been like, I've seen portraits like this before. And I want to be like, I wonder if I can find a portrait that speaks to this. That maybe is like the kind of reference point Brittany's actually trying to do. And you can. So that's what's so frustrating about this is Brittany was trying desperately hard to dig herself out of the hole of how bad this photo shoot was.
Yeah.
By trying, in my opinion, it seemed like she was trying to be as respectful as something that is clearly disrespectful and offensive.
It feels very like Daguerre type.
Yep.
When Nigel says, don't just think vintage, think future. Barf.
As we put her in these pieces.
Like just costumey pieces. And we didn't even talk about like the red dot on the head and like.
That's what I'm saying.
Yep.
Anyway.
And Brittany's just not buying it. And I can't wait till later when she just calls Tyra out.
Sunday is next.
Okay, hold on. It's a little skipping ahead, but when Tyra says that she finds that Sunday photographs short, she is. She's short. What do you mean you find my brain leaked from my
They
ears?
Gave her a stick that is taller than her
And a dress.
put her in an outfit 3 sizes too big.
Now, what I will say about this photo, it is the only portfolio appropriate photo of any of them.
Yes.
You could put this in a portfolio and it wouldn't look strange.
Yeah, people would have follow-up questions about it.
Sure.
But you wouldn't be seen as a monster necessarily.
Also, this is not Gap Kids.
Her physical recall when they say Gap Kids, it's like, oh, no, not the death knell of Gap Kids. But yeah, they start this because now she's 12.
Mm-hmm.
She is 12. 12 is bad. 12 is young, but that's bad. But it's also good. But young
It's the
is
wrong
good.
kind of young. Just like Brittany has the wrong kind of math, but Nicole has the right kind of math.
I cannot get over the fact that we are saying that 12-year-olds are not models when we have canonically had people on this show who started their modeling career at 12.
We had Diva on this cycle.
So, actually, apparently fucking from South Africa. That's, by the way, that's the only word I can say in a South African accent is South African. Anyways, actually, it is to Sunday's credit that she looks so young, because that means she could probably do this forever. So it's actually a good thing that Sunday looks so young and would be quite marketable because you get around the creep factor that, you know, she'll be 27 and look all of 15.
Yep.
Absolutely. Plus, let her be in the Gap ad with the Gap Kids, and she's the older sister.
Right?
That's a career for Sunday.
Nicole is next. I think this is good modeling.
It's good modeling.
It is good modeling. I'm
The
pretty
neck
sure.
is very long.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a real sense of movement.
Yeah, she understood what she was wearing
Mm-hmm.
and worked with it. Was what she was wearing offensive? Yes.
Oh, absolutely. But that's true across the board for every single
Of course,
model.
of course. But if we get to the nitty gritty and ignore the
From a
problems.
modeling perspective,
Mm-hmm.
if she had not been black-faced, this could have been
Pretty.
pretty, yes.
I like this hair color on her.
Yeah. She pulls off brunette.
Also, Tyra, clearly.
I was about to say she pulls off sepia. I
Yeah.
forgot what the word was. That should be, I mean, I know it kind of is, but they should be like, everyone, what's the theme this week? Sepia tone flashback.
flashbacks.
You have to model a moment that happened an hour ago.
Oh my God. Tyra clearly wanted H to T to be the catchphrase
Mm-hmm.
that Smize becomes.
Don't we get like H to T water eventually?
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do. But
Blurb.
she hitches her wagon to Smize when she really wanted it to be H to T.
Another good GIF would actually be Tyra chomping on that gum while watching, peeking over like the rack of clothes.
Private panel. Here's where they really love that National Geographic thing.
Ira says, of 2 different photographs, it's a beautiful shot, but I don't necessarily see a model, aka isn't my photography amazing?
Yep.
The fact that she says Brittany had one of her favorite wardrobes of the day.
Is a lie. Does that mean Tyra has that outfit? That was Tyra's headdress.
Oh, God.
And just in a final slap in the face to Brittany, she says, complimenting Nicole, there's geometry there.
Maybe Tyra doesn't recognize that as maths.
Yeah. I actually wrote that down too. I was like, how dare you speak of math with someone besides Brittany? Mean-spirited.
Kirsty also says Laura looks like a completely different person in this shot, and I needed the panel to sit in that and hear what she said.
Uh-huh. Tyra also wants Erin to be very complicated
In a way she is not.
and says that she's one of those girls who just creates the tornado that doesn't exist.
Now, do I like that as a metaphor for people I know in real life?
Yes.
Yes, I do know people who create that tornado that actually is not there. But that
Yes.
is not Erin's deal.
No.
No.
Everyone else in the cast has diagnosed it correctly. She's a brat.
SBS.
She's a yeah.
SBS.
I just
Let's get to call out order.
Yeah,
Call
let's
out
I
do
order.
think
it.
we need to get to
All
the
right.
end. We need to sprint.
Nicole, first call out.
Yes.
Yes.
Sure.
Jennifer, second. Laura, third.
Oh, that
Weird.
sunburn.
Oh, the sunburn is real bad. And then Sunday.
Okay.
Fine. Which leaves Brittany v. Aaron.
Which they've edited together as being enemies the entire episode.
But I don't think Brittany's photo was worse than Laura's.
You know who also doesn't? Brittany.
Well,
When they decide that Aaron has more potential.
so Brittany knows what's about to happen.
Oh, yeah.
From the way the two of them are described, which is Brittany has become formulaic, but Aaron is practicing self-sabotage. And Brittany immediately starts crying because she knows what's about to happen.
Yeah.
She uses the word formulaic because it sounds mathy.
I also thought she did that.
Uh-huh.
Something we call self-sabotage. Something we call. Thus, the panel. We came up with that phrase.
Aaron gets her photo. Brittany's squalling.
Yep.
Aaron looks at her, decides no to a hug, and
Well, not
keeps
comfort.
walking. But the fact that she takes the moment to look at her.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah.
And
Aaron.
decides no.
And then, before we get to Brittany and her great exit, Aaron, Tyra's like, you just gotta be less intimidated. You gotta imagine me in my underwear. I love Aaron going, that's more intimidating.
It is.
You
It's always
dum-dum?
bad advice.
Yeah. But also, it's Tyra. You're a lingerie model.
Yeah,
Right?
you're a fucking Victoria's Secret angel.
Brittany says, fuck you. Fuck this competition. Fuck your whole deal.
It hurts. I love, okay, look, should this be her favorite photo she's ever taken? No.
No.
But I love that she says, this hurts because it's my favorite photo I've ever taken. And that zaps Tyra of any power to critique her because Brittany's like, no, I'm going to create a new canon right now that this is a great photo.
Mhm.
And Tyra's like, you literally see Tyra like being like, well, yeah, so, but you know, you gotta zhuzh it up.
Don't lose the math. Use the math.
Tyra can't
Let
handle
art
this.
enter.
And then
Opposite of math is art.
I'm gonna write "Let art enter" over my front door.
when she's doing her to camera final interview, and she says, they keep comparing me to a catalog model, and what little math nerd doesn't want to be compared to a catalog model?
Brittany said, I want to make money.
I want to be successful.
Work
The
At
best
this
math has dollar
difficult-
signs in front of it.
Job.
But also, yeah, she's like, yeah, usually like math nerdy people aren't necessarily considered beautiful. So to be told you're beautiful over and over again seems only like a compliment.
To be told that you look like a working model who is working seems like a pretty good deal.
Right?
All right. Luckily, it's a good update.
Yay.
Brittany Markert, Markert, and full name Brittany Elizabeth Markert. She, they, and her bio on Instagram is creator of In Rooms. I'll talk about In Rooms in a little bit. Artist, educator, collector of antiques, and cat mother, New Orleans.
Oh.
And then a rainbow flag and a theater, the theater faces. So maybe also in a LGBTQ community.
Ooh.
Or maybe just loves rainbows. So right after the show, she was signed with Passport Model Management in San Fran and Paragon Model Management in Mexico City. And y'all, I can't name all the magazines she was in. Just so many. Seaheads, Blender, Magnificent, Kalina, Soko, Fake, Harper's Bazaar Mexico, Nylon Mexico, In Fashion Novias, Treats, Vice Mexico, Phoenix News, like all these and a lot more that are the Mexican or Mexico City, Marie Claire Mexico, etc. So that's where she was a working model who was working, which is interesting in that particular thing. She became a photographer mostly, but like a very artsy photographer. There's even a funny Reddit post that's like, hey, some of these aren't safe for work. By the way, if you want to Google Brittany and see an update, be careful if you're at work. I want to read her artist statement from her website. Okay. In Rooms. And I believe it's in-rooms.com, but In Rooms, you can find her if you search her name. It's her most thing. For all the words I could never write, the camera became my pen. In Rooms began as a visual diary in the winter of 2011 when I first picked up a 35mm camera. The camera served as a tool to express myself, as a method to escape my moods and release them. In August 2014, after acquiring a Hasselblad, I committed my life to the creation of art. In Rooms evolved into an ongoing visual narrative and abstract diary, primarily self-portraits. In the spirit of a personal diary, In Rooms is published into volumes of photo books presented in chronological order. In Rooms Volume 1 was released in May 2016. Volume 2, 2018. Volume 3 is currently in production. So this is like what she's currently doing. My subjects are myself and people that I love or admire deeply. People that I get to know over time and study their inner worlds of violence, desire, madness, and fear like my own. The story is personal, created through the intense confrontation of my inner dialogue, shadow self, which I knew Hannah would like, mental health, and minds of my subjects. While personal, it's my intention to tap into the collective unconscious in the hopes that the story is not my own, but each of ours. And a big thing that she does is she really learned how to do stuff in the dark room, so she doesn't do a lot of digital stuff. Not a digital art person. And a lot of people compare her work in some way, shape, or form to David Lynch.
Oh, sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So she became a photographer and kind of, you know, in some of the interviews, it is very like from math to model to photographer. So math is always part of like the ongoing storyline. Also, something that I found out, she also in 2 different films as an actress, Better Than Dead and Let Us Go in 2012 and 2017, played a character named Ice in both of them.
Why?
I don't know if they're related or not. They don't seem to be. Also, her IMDb profile, her photo is the Native American East Indian photo. And that is not only true for her, but for Nicole and a couple of other folks. So they are cursed with these on IMDb.
Can you
some
change
reason.
that? How does that
It
work?
takes a lot of.
Yeah, sometimes it's just if you're in a, it's like if it's the first thing you're credited as, and I have a feeling it's because it was the last episode she was in, so it's quote unquote the most recent
God.
photo.
Mm.
Can you imagine? I don't know why Nicole's would be that though,
Yeah.
but it's like a couple of people's too.
Brittany,
so-
if you're listening to this, maybe you change that.
yeah, change
Get
it to one of these self portraits.
Seriously.
But y'all, I hate to say it, but it seems like Brittany let art in.
Yeah, these photos say Brittany let art in. Let art enter.
I think of all the JW randomly stands some girl who comes across super basic for the most part. Working title, who is working. Brittany might be the most actually successful one. Like she not after I'm like on the show.
On the show.
Mhm.
Like
yeah.
she had a great portfolio.
Yeah.
And she wasn't bad at the commercial. She was average at it.
Average.
Yeah.
You're not going to hire her for it, but she didn't totally embarrass herself either.
Yeah.
I didn't really remember Brittany other than math.
Mm-hmm.
And she surprised me. I mean, she still was math. Still will be top model math.
Yes.
Forever and always top model math. But yeah, I was surprised. She was
I
kind
thought
of
she had some good
kind of a
lines, some
weirdo
fun shade.
in a fun way.
Mhm.
Yeah.
She stood up for her. She was a nerd who stood up for herself, which is always something I'm
Yeah.
going to be attracted to.
I mean,
Yeah.
I love Brittany never buying what Tyra was selling. Like
Yes.
that as a character trait was gold.
I did not remember that almost as an affront to my past favorite people like Brooke. She was like, oh no, I'm not here for anything. Super Smize, stupid.
One of my favorite moments of this cycle was her humoring the jewelry designer. So I'm glad she's doing well.
And if you're glad we're doing well, you should rate, review, and subscribe to this podcast. We love hearing from you, your hot takes, your iced tea. I hate you both. You should.
We're making funny faces.
You can also reach out to us at podleadum.com or just send us an email directly at podleadum@gmail.com. You can go to our website and find our P.O. Box address. Want some things in there.
Want some things in there.
Give us a reason to make the expense worth it.
Also, and start emailing us now because I have a feeling that between cycles 13 and 14, we'll probably do another mailbag episode. I've been slowly
Yeah.
but surely collecting some emails and discussion topics. A good thing to email us right now between now and then would definitely be general discussion topics. And again, that can be anything from cycles 1 through 13 that, you know, you just want our thoughts on. We've had some amazing ones in the past. And also, again, if you just want some behind the scenes stuff like, hey, what are some other reality shows that you're interested in general? Are there some you just totally don't like? And why? Is there a favorite aspect of Top Model, least favorite, a hardest thing to talk about on the show besides this episode?
These 2 episodes. Yeah.
anything you want, because ask any question you want, and the worst that can happen is I don't pick it.
You can find me anywhere at Yet Charming.
You can come say hi on Instagram at Hannah Jane Ginsburg.
I'm on Twitter at JW Crump.
And be sure to use the hashtag PodLeadum whenever you do so that we see it and also that spreads like wildfire across the Twitterverse. We need it. We want it. So for Podleadum, I have been Alexander Price.
I'll be Hannah Jane Ginsburg.
I'm JW Crop.
And we'll see you on top.
Podleadum is not endorsed by America's Next Top Model, Tyra Banks, 10x10 Entertainment, or any of their subsidiaries. It is intended for entertainment and informational purposes only. America's Next Top Model and all names, pictures, and audio clips are registered trademarks and copyrights of their respective trademark and copyright holders.